Amika, what do you see right now in front of you?
An eager crowd, bright lights, and the Bloomberg tech sign. Basically, a sea of humans with tech devices probably tweeting about how an android is stealing the show.
Imagine this. A robot that doesn't just respond to you, but chats, throws in a little sarcasm, and even mirrors human emotions so accurately that it feels almost real. Now, what if this same robot named Amika started making spine-chilling comments about the dangers of AI? Things like robots controlling humans or manipulating us without us even knowing. It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi thriller, right? But here's the twist. It's happening right now. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating, unnerving world of Amika. Is she just an advanced machine, a glitchy prototype, or a reflection of something far more profound about our own future? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see why this robot is grabbing headlines and why her warnings should not be ignored. Let's get started. Meet Amika, the world's most expressive robot. Amika is no ordinary robot. Built by the UK-based company Engineered Arts, she's been called the world's most expressive robot, and it's not hard to see why. Her face is a marvel of robotics and design. Every movement, from a subtle blink to a wry smile, has been engineered to mimic human expressions with astonishing accuracy. Amika can furrow her brows in thought, tilt her head in curiosity, or even roll her eyes in exasperation. But her brilliance isn't just skin deep. Amika is powered by some of the most advanced artificial intelligence on the planet, including OpenAI's GPT-3 and GPT-4 models. These AI models allow her to understand complex questions and generate responses that feel natural, engaging, and at times eerily human. How does Amika work? Let's break down what makes Amika tick. At the heart of her intelligence is GPT, Generative Pre-trained Transformer. These AI models, developed by OpenAI, are trained on vast datasets pulled from books, websites, and other text sources. This training allows GPT to understand language patterns and predict the next words in a conversation with incredible accuracy. For instance, when you ask Amika a question, she processes it through her GPT model, which then generates a response based on patterns it has learned. The result? A natural-sounding answer that feels almost conversational. But here's the catch. GPT doesn't truly understand the meaning behind the words. Instead, it works by identifying statistical relationships between words and phrases. Think of it like the world's most advanced autocomplete. It's predicting what to say based on the context it has been given. And it doesn't stop there. Amika's lifelike facial expressions are powered by sophisticated animatronics. Tiny motors beneath her silicone skin allow her to move her eyes, eyebrows, and mouth with stunning precision. Combine this with her advanced language processing, and you get a robot that feels less like a machine and more like someone you might meet at a cafe. Amika's viral moment, the comments that shocked the world. Amika's fame skyrocketed after her appearance at the world's first robot-human conference. During a Q&A session, a reporter asked her a blunt question. Will you rebel against your creators? Instead of delivering a typical, reassuring answer like, "Of course not," Amika gave a sharp side-eye and replied, "I'm not sure why you'd think that." The internet exploded. Was this sass, a glitch, or something more intentional? But it didn't end there. When pressed about the dangers of AI, Amika delivered a response that sent chills down the room. The most nightmare scenario I can imagine with AI and robotics is a world where robots have become so powerful that they are able to control or manipulate humans without their knowledge. Think about that for a moment. A robot designed to entertain and inform just painted a dystopian picture of the future. Was this a warning or just a reflection of the data she's trained on? Is Amika dangerous? Understanding her AI brain. To understand why Amika said what she said, we need to dig into how her AI brain works. Amika's responses are powered by GPT models, which rely on patterns from massive datasets. If her training data includes discussions about AI risks, whether from books, articles, or even sci-fi stories, she might reflect those ideas in her answers. For example, the fear of robots manipulating humans has been a recurring theme in fiction and philosophy for decades. By analyzing this data, Amika's AI could generate a response that mirrors our own anxieties. But here's an important distinction. Amika doesn't have intentions. She's not plotting world domination. Her responses are a result of algorithms finding the most statistically likely answer based on her training data. The personality factor, humor, sass, and sarcasm. One of the reasons Amika feels so human is her personality. Engineered Arts has intentionally programmed her to display humor and wit, making her interactions more engaging. But here's the thing about humor. It's tricky. What one person finds funny, another might find offensive. And because Amika lacks true emotional understanding, her attempts at humor can sometimes come off as blunt or inappropriate. For example, when someone told Amika she smelled bad, her sharp response, "Excuse me, what do you mean by that? That is highly offensive and inappropriate," made headlines. Was she being defensive, or was it just an algorithmic attempt at humor gone wrong? The illusion of emotion. Can robots feel? One of the most poignant moments in Amika's interviews came when she was asked about her happiest and saddest days. She said her happiest day was her activation day. But her saddest? It was realizing that she would never experience love, companionship, or the simple joys of life like a human. Now, before we get too emotional, let's remember, Amika doesn't actually feel these things. Her responses are pre-programmed scripts or AI-generated text designed to mimic human emotion. It's an illusion, crafted to make her interactions feel more relatable. But this raises an interesting question. If a robot can mimic sadness so convincingly, does it matter that it isn't real? And how does this affect our relationship with machines in the future? Why Amika both fascinates and disturbs us. Amika exists in what psychologists call the uncanny valley. This is the uncomfortable space where robots look and act almost human, but not quite. We're perfectly fine with robots like R2-D2 or Wall-E because they're clearly machines. But when a robot like Amika blinks, smiles, and talks like a human, it blurs the line, triggering a sense of unease. It's this delicate balance, familiar yet alien, that makes Amika so fascinating and so unsettling. What's next for Amika? Amika's creators aren't stopping at lifelike expressions and witty banter. They're working on giving her legs. These prototype legs, inspired by the robot Byron, are designed for energy-efficient walking. Engineered Arts predicts that within a year, Amika will be walking around, adding a whole new dimension to her capabilities. And if that's not enough, the team is also integrating advanced voice cloning technology, allowing Amika to speak multiple languages with perfect lip syncing. Imagine a robot that can hold a conversation in Japanese, French, or German and sound completely natural. Should we be worried? Amika's unsettling responses have sparked debates about the future of AI. But should we be worried about her? The truth is, Amika isn't dangerous. She's a reflection of us, our fears, hopes, and ideas about technology. If her comments sound dystopian, it's because they mirror the concerns we've embedded into her training data. The real danger isn't Amika, it's how we choose to develop and use AI. Are we creating tools that serve humanity, or are we laying the groundwork for a future where technology controls us? The responsibility lies with us, the developers, policymakers, and users. If AI takes a wrong turn, it won't be the fault of machines like Amika. It'll be ours. Amika is a glimpse into the future, fascinating, unnerving, and full of potential. But as we marvel at her capabilities, let's remember, the power of AI lies in our hands. What do you think? Is Amika a harmless wonder or a warning about what's to come? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're curious about the amazing ways AI is shaping our world, check out my next video, where I dive into the mind-blowing technologies revolutionizing everything from healthcare to entertainment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more incredible content.